Guess what we did today? Well, we're at almost 20,000 miles, and I decided to change gear lube a little early. We're about 12,000 early. Not gonna hurt, right? So I didn't bother video recording it because, well, it's my first time doing it on this car, and I didn't really wanna. I hate doing first time stuff with the camera sometimes, so I ended up doing off camera. But it is pretty easy. I'll show you what we did here in a sec. I will show you oil that we put in it. We put Redline MT90 75W90 GL4, which is what was in the car before. I could tell by when it came out. It doesn't feel like a 75 by 90. It's kind of thin feeling, but the MT90 is it's kind of got a pink color to it. Looks kind of cool. It does shift a lot better. It's slick, ridiculously slick now. I love it a lot. But yeah, it was pretty easy. There's just two gigantic drain plugs. They're a 15/16 size nut. Yeah, it's kind of easy to push, actually, to be totally honest with you. I'm going to slide this over and get some more light. As for filling the tranny, we used this, the only tubing that we really had. The best tubing to use would be some surgical tubing that's about this outside diameter that'll fit in there, but really kind of thin, so it's it's not a huge bottleneck trying to go through here, but we took part of a turkey baster, stuff it in the line, and then put this through the top and then down in. That's pretty much what the oil looked like when it came out. It was a little dirty, kind of a weird color, but it's got some nice stuff in there now. And I put a magnet in it too, so it'll be able to catch some metal particles. But yeah, it was kind of our little tool, and then we put the funnel down in there so we could have extra. It'd be easier to pour it in there. It'd be kind of hard to see this, but it's got kind of a pink color. There it is. Yeah, it's got kind of a pink color. It's really weird. And it doesn't smell bad. It smells like motor oil. I had to double check. I'm like, yeah, it's manual transmission lubricant. This first bit of the shroud, or the little splash guard, you have a screw here. I don't think you have to undo this. I undid it anyways, but it ended up being a part that I didn't have to remove. This goes part of the fender well. But you have, I actually think you can, this here, you don't really need to take off. It's this part here. But you can take it off if you want. But the part that holds this up, you have a push pin here. And you see right in the back, there's a bolt there. And there should be one right there and one at the back. That holds the side in here. And then up here you have a bolt, which is, I believe, a 10mm, but I don't know this. I'll get the size for you. And there should be another one right there, and another one I believe to be right there. Yeah. And then there's also this push pin. Another one on the other side. I'll show you in a sec. And then right here you have a push pin. There's your other bolt. And then this is kind of hard. And right here, and then also in the back again, you have another couple more. I actually think this is just low enough to where I don't even have to jack it up now that I think about it. There's a 10 mil. So up here, I did put these in pretty good. I almost wondering, I don't really think you need the splash shield, but it does keep the engine pretty nice and clean underneath there. So you got this one. And then you have this guy. You got this guy right here. These are 10 millimeters. Crawling around on the floor, this is bullshit. I need a lift. Now this car's at 18,000 miles right now, and we just did this fluid change. So even if you did it at 18,000 or 20,000, it's beneficial for the transmission. I mean, you don't have to. It's not like the automatic. This is a manual, so automatics I would be a little more strict about it. Like I said, the 2 screws in the back here. I use my little air ratchet for this, but I don't know, the thing is too slow. My little baby ratchet, not a whole lot of torque. Okay, and there's one more right in the back here, past the curve. There's actually just barely enough room to get to that. Son of a bitch, this is hard doing this on camera. You don't want to lose those screws, unless you don't mind leaving your splash shield off. Okay. That means that this is flopping around now, and it's just these push pins holding it in. I don't have the proper puller for these, so I ended up destroying these pretty good. And these get full of road dirt. This one I broke loose. Yeah, let's get a little center on it. I put this in like in a socket and bash that forward. It was just stubbornness. Go get out. And do the same thing with the other one. Oh yeah. It came out a lot easier so now. So now what you can do, I fucking hate these cords. So it's gonna wanna, this is a little clip here. Maybe rag. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, just a little clip pops out. This little hole, there's a little doodad. We pull that to the side and this will come down. Same thing over there. So right over here, drain plug, fill plug. And I believe it's a 15/16 bolt. Undo that. And I undid the drain plug first. And then get the pan in. And then undo your drain bolt and it just pops, or it just drains all the way out. Put your drain bolt back in. And then you run your hose from the top down to here and you can put it in that hole. And then you can fill it up. Anyways, that's how you change the transmission fluid on a Mazda 3 with a 5-speed or 6-speed manual. Have a good one.